That's everything.
Big Boy's Neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen, she's back.
Hey.
Amber Rose in the neighborhood.
Hey.
Amber, you smell amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man,
guys.
you smell rich.
Smell rich.
Yeah, you smell rich.
Smell
you know.
like baby and flowers, like baby powder, but like not baby powder.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's Clive Christian if you want to go buy it for your wife.
No, I don't want my wife smelling like you. You know what I'm saying? I want my
like that, you want to spend like
I
that.
want my wife smelling like Veronica. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want it because now with that scent, anytime I'm somewhere, if I smell it, I'll be like, dude, somebody smell like Amber.
Got it.
Like I don't need my wife
get it.
coming in like, baby, like you know what I'm saying? Like
I feel you.
no, but that's whoever that is. It sounds like it's out of our pay grade, but that smells amazing, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just wear it well, your body chemistry or something, because it
Yeah,
probably
I
smells
appreciate that.
different on somebody else. You know, have you ever smelled somebody and be like, damn, we wearing the same thing, but it smells
I
different
have
on you?
actually.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm like,
it's
not as good.
You have to ask the homies, like, man, does that smell like that on me?
Right.
Yeah, okay, because it sounds a little
Smell
crazy. Yeah, I don't want to shame no perfume. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't
no
perfume shame me.
shaming.
yeah, don't everything is a shame now, though.
It is.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
At one point, Amber, it seemed like we were getting so tough. Now we can't say nothing.
Yeah, everyone's very, very sensitive.
Yeah, man.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Yep.
find yourself getting caught up in any of that?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, really though?
Recently, for sure. Sidebar, you told me next time I come in here, my picture's gonna be up, and it's still not up.
What do you mean your picture's not up? All this is coming down. We didn't want to put you up to take you down.
yeah. not
That's
at
what you
all.
said last
Real talk.
time.
You see, we did this wall
A
over
year
here.
and a
We
half ago.
Remember there were photos on this side over here?
yeah, we
They
taking
started
everything down.
like
Yep.
that. It's like an eclipse. It's
What do
gonna
you
start.
mean your picture not?
And
Your
then click
picture's right
over.
here. I keep this one by me daily. What are you talking about? You know, I pulled this one down just for the simple fact that I didn't want you to feel crazy when you walked up in here. If we do one,
love
I'm
that
gonna do one of
picture.
those. Oh my God, you love it.
That's a great picture.
Fuck you talking about? I'm sorry about that.
Good God. bro.
Did you know when you took this picture, Amber, and I'm going to just show it real quick. That's the picture there, or you can cut it in. Did you know that you were going to break the internet when you took that picture?
I never really know when I'm gonna break the internet.
Who
I just
took
kinda
this
just
picture?
do it.
Was it like a lottery where people paid to like and
It was a photographer named Oren.
oh my Lord,
Yeah.
Oren's a lucky man. So do you walk in and Jesus Christ, I can't even look at this. Turn this over.
Stop.
Was that the vision that you guys wanted
Hell
before,
yeah,
or was it something
oh, you
like?
talking about her? I thought
Yeah,
you were talking
for
about
her.
us. My bad.
Or was it something like as you like with photo shoots, like you get either?
No, I went in wanting that picture.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was there one, and like I don't know how many you take with that. Is there one where it just looked crazy, or did they all look like that?
I did different positions.
Lord have mercy. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
No, not like that.
I know
I
you
wasn't
ain't.
like spread eagle or anything
No.
like that. I wanted to be, I wanted my legs closed and stuff like that, but I did like a side one, and it really didn't show off the bush like
Right,
as
right.
much as I wanted it to. And then I did that pose, and it was perfect.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was bush on it because we put a
Oh,
thing
yes,
over
there
there.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you probably got all kind of women out there growing in and everything.
Yeah,
Jay.
yeah.
Setting the trend.
Now, why take the picture?
Well, that was promotion for my slut walk.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people don't know that it is very healthy for women to have hair down there. That's why we grow hair down there. We're more susceptible to STDs, yeast infections, bacteria infections when we shave and wax and stuff like that. And I didn't want women to feel, that they needed to do that they could feel comfortable like growing their hair out. And so, yeah.
But everyone can't look like that one though.
I mean, that's like a really
But this
like
look like it's permed and all
professional.
processed.
Yeah,
and
it's like
it seemed like it was picked out. And,
It
you know
was
what
like
I'm saying?
herbs, like baby oil.
Yeah, and then the oil on this. Good Lord have mercy. It looked like you could pull this off and fry some chickens with it. But no, that is a dynamite picture.
Thank you.
Dynamite. Everybody can't get away with that because if I did that,
That's
it'd be
true.
like you wouldn't come back in.
Yeah.
No, and then they did the Amber Rose challenge where they was putting like wigs and like all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
So
down there.
you did get a chance to kind of follow that along though.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, people have fun with it.
Yeah, they
did you
definitely
get
did.
any negativity off of it? Like, because
yeah, I
everybody's
fought with-
holier than thou.
I fought with Piers
Piers Morgan.
Oh,
I can't
You
with
see,
him.
you didn't even know his name.
Yeah, fuck
yeah,
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes, I see. He stopped your shine. You know what I'm saying? He put an
definitely
end to
did
Amber
not.
Rose.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I
And
don't
so
even
then
wanna
he's
put it on
like,
him.
Amber. So he followed me, and then he hit me in a DM, and he was like, I want you to come on my show.
Yep.
tomorrow. And I'm like thinking he's in LA, and I'm like, bitch, I'm on my motherfucking way.
Yeah, hell
and
yeah.
He's like, no, it's in London and you're gonna be Skyping in. I was like,
You crazy.
hell no. So you could talk over me the whole time and
Yes.
like hang up on me.
And cue you down and then when you hang up, really go at you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that ain't even a platform.
I would never.
I feel like he starts feuds with people just because and just to like have them on the show and do something like rather than actually really listening to the person's story or really being invested in
and he
the,
definitely don't have what he so-called used to have.
No.
So yeah, definitely. Good move.
It was ridiculous. And then I posted a picture of Adam Levine, and it was like the girl like grabbing his dick and balls. And then I was like, so this is appropriate. And he was like, well, that was for testicular cancer. And I was like, well, this is for my slut walk. Yeah. It was just some male chauvinist bullshit.
And you can't even argue with an idiot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like
they'll win every time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, go ahead with that. The Amber Rose weekend, September 30th through October 1st.
Yes.
Are we officially, has it always been the Amber Rose weekend?
Yeah, hopefully the city of Los Angeles actually gives me that weekend. You know, this is the 3rd annual Slut Walk. And for people that don't know what a slut walk is,
because people will hear the name and take off running like clickbait.
Well, that's why I did a picture like that because, you know, although you know people didn't fully understand it, I knew that people were going to research it after that, and my website went crazy after I posted that picture. But it is for women that have been victimized, sexually assaulted, raped. Dealt with body shaming, fat shaming, double standards, all the, you know, equality issues that we deal with as women. We go and we protest against those things. This year we're walking a full mile.
Go ahead now.
And then we have, and that's in the morning, and then we have a full festival to celebrate women until 5 o'clock at night. So we're gonna shut down downtown LA. We already sold 11,000 tickets.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. The Slut Walk is free because of Reebok. So I want to give a big shout out to Reebok. They bought all the tickets for everyone to come for free.
Oh, nice.
That is beautiful. Did you ever think that Slut Walk would grow into what it's grown into?
Yeah.
That's dope.
I was the only one that really believed in it. Me and my team. You know, when I first started, when I did the first Slut Walk, no one wanted to work with me. No companies wanted to work with me. No celebrities wanted to work with me. And I really just asked all my rich friends for money. Wow. And I was like, can you please donate? Can you donate? And they would donate $2,000, $5,000. Nick Cannon gave me $14,000. I put in tens of thousands of dollars of my own money because I really believed in it. And
why bring that, like, why bring that much attention to it? Why did you feel like it was like, you know what, I gotta create this?
Because I dealt with all of those things, big boy, you know. You know, in my former life and in my famous life as well, I've been slut shamed, I've been victim blamed, I've been sexually assaulted as well. And you know, I just felt like I had a platform and I wanted to do something about it, and I wanted to help women. And now, you know, when I'm just out and about, women just come up to me and they're like, Amber, help me. And I'm like, I'm not a therapist, but I love you.
But you know
like,
what?
I'm here for you.
I was gonna ask you that, Amber, like, on the positive side, what do you hear the most? Do you get people that come up to you, if it's at Slut Walk or just in regular life, do you get people that come up to you and say, thank you, or I was there?
Every single day, especially in LA, because that's where we do hold the Slut Walk. Women come up, they cry. They say that Slut Walk changed their lives. They brought their moms, they brought their dads, you know, and their family got a more understanding of what they go through. There's girls that were in high school that got bullied because maybe they kissed the boy and they were the school slut after that. And, you know, they wanted to drop out of school and not go to college. They suffer from depression and anxiety after that. And when you come to Slut Walk and there, you know, last year we had 11,000 people. And when you're in an environment where every woman has been through the same thing as you, it really does let you know that you're not alone in this world.
You know, and it seemed like you get the most flack off of people who never been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh, I'm not going to that. Or I'm like, well, how can you really, like, that's like if I say, man, I'm not eating at that restaurant. That food is horrible. If that restaurant, be like, man, when was the last? I've never eaten there. Like,
Right.
well, how can you really?
Well, a lot of people say like, Amber's just trying to make an excuse for girls to be hoes. And I am. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Explain.
Because I'll explain. A hoe and a slut and a whore is really just derogatory words, right? That men and women use against other women to put us down so they can feel superior, right? So I can call her a whore. I don't even know her sexual history. I know nothing about her. I'm just uncomfortable because she's beautiful and maybe the guy that I like is looking at her. You know what I mean? And so it doesn't necessarily mean that you are having a lot of sex or you're with a lot of guys. I've been branded a hoe, especially in this industry, for, being divorced and maybe, dating people and it just didn't work out. I'm a 33-year-old grown woman. Of course, I'm going to date people. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it does. And so it's just because people are just uncomfortable with the fact that, I live my life very openly.
Right.
And no matter what people say, I feel like those terms like hoe and slut, they're still going to be there. They're still used for females specifically, rather than when you try to have a debate with someone and they say, oh, well, a guy can sleep around and no one's going to really say anything. It's, oh, bro, good job, high five.
Yeah.
But a girl's like, well, man, this weekend, man, I hooked up with this guy. And then, you'll never go, oh, girl, yeah, you're. It's always going to be someone's going to say like, oh, you're a slut. And you're just like, but I was just being young and
but then it'll
being
be like
adventurous or not even adventurous, but just like owning my sexuality.
It'll be you and all your friends, right? And you'll be like, girl, guess what I did last night? And you'll talk amongst your friends and you did some hoe shit, right? Which was fun. You're supposed to be living your life. But then it'll be girls like that'll get on the internet and be trolls and be like, point the finger. And it's just like, yo, everybody is a sexual being. It's okay. You don't have to point the finger and be negative at somebody else,
We got to do like a girls get your shit together walk too then, because this
that's a part of it. Shit. But guys too. I mean, but I come bearing gifts.
Hello
for you guys.
I want this outfit. If you're gonna bear a gift, you know what I'm saying?
So I bought you.
Yeah.
So this is for you, my darling.
Move on.
And
Mother.
I bought you a mother hat and a slut hat.
Hello.
Because you're my little slut.
Oh, thank you, my little.
Because you're my little. What?
Yes.
And
I love
this
it.
is for the girls.
Ladies.
And then one more.
Did you bring any of the shoes in? No, just playing.
I
You know
bought-
when you get one thing, they're like, man, this.
I bought you a mother hoodie.
You better stop that. Go ahead. And if you see somebody wearing this, and I signed it, and because they paid me for it, please write me a pass.
And then I
give me
bought
another.
T-shirts. And
Hey man, this is
another
good
hoodie.
mother gear right here, Jack. This is stitched.
This is the brand new mother gear
Oh
that's
wait.
out right now.
Hold on. What size is that gray? I probably got to do that gray, Amber.
Take
Hello.
both.
Oh, you stop that.
Take both.
She
of them.
said take both. Go. What you gonna do? Hand that to your man?
I'm going to wear it.
That's too big for you. He definitely
Well,
can't
then
wear it,
here,
Amber.
give
Don't
him-
even look at Louis. Look.
What's up?
You're not gonna wear a mother shirt.
That's dope.
It's got to be little though. I mean, I'm talking about
gotta
he
be
can't wear
little?
none of the long ones.
It says bad bitch in the back.
There it is.
And that's what he is. Alrighty, y'all stick around. And don't forget, Slut Walk is going down September 30th through October 1st. That is Amber Rose weekend. And the actual Slut Walk, that takes place on October 1st, which is a Sunday at Pershing Square, downtown Los Angeles. And that must feel amazing when you have that many people show up and people that you've never met before.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
got because I throw birthday parties, no one really shows up. Do you get nervous of the attendance? Like, oh man,
Well, the first year I did. The first year it was only like 2,500 people. Which I felt like it was a
Hell
success
yeah.
because I literally just promoted it on social media. No one was trying to help me with it. And I just did it. 2,500 people showed up, which was amazing. The next year was 11,000. This year we're expecting around 17,000
oh
people.
my gosh, man!
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah.
And just timing with the climate of the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all it's about Trump and it's about Charlottesville, but we need any kind of unity that we can.
Right.
And the tongue is a mighty sword. And people say so much craziness that I love that we get a chance to see something and come together. And what that, not just about Slut Walk, but what the dialogue that day would be. Just somebody standing next to you or just the understanding, you know, and if somebody come out and don't have the right tone, I'm pretty damn sure when they get there, they'll understand what this is about.
Absolutely.
But sometimes people take the message and they create their own thing anyway. Like if there's somebody out there that's wearing a bra, they're out there half naked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to some people, you're not going to win anyway.
Well, I mean, society, you know, sexualizes our breasts, you know, when really we have them to feed our children. And in other countries, women walk around with their breasts out all the time. It's not really a big deal. But yeah, I mean, we talk about all that at Slut Walk. And then I'm having a women's conference at USC on September 30th.
Nice.
So
what will happen there?
Well, it's more of like the educational side of it, and then Slut Walk is the protest, and then the festival celebrating women the next day. That's like the fun.
Open,
with like,
and what I seen was OPEN capitalized, then ED. Now, what exactly does that mean?
Well, as time goes on, every poster, the girls' legs are going to be more open.
Hello.
Yeah.
Got a concept. What were you about to say, baby?
You were talking about the things that you've gone through and how hearing other women's stories about they come to you and they're like, thank you so much because you gave me strength to be able to get, you know, through what I was going through. What gave you strength through the times that you had been through all of these horrible things?
Wow. I would say my team, my mom, and then when when I had my son, he definitely gave me strength. And I never wanted I wanted to work really hard for everything that I got. I never wanted to ask anybody for anything. So I just, I had some downtime. Even, when people are like, oh, she probably got all this money and she's famous. But I was broke. I had nothing. I had no furniture, no nothing. And I just worked my ass off to get it all back. And I did. And so now, it makes me happy that I actually worked for everything that I have.
Would you attend Slut Walk if it wasn't yours, as far as like even back in the days or now somebody else came with that? Would you like, man, that's empowering?
Yeah, well, I'm not the first one to do a Slut Walk.
Okay.
I just use my platform to do my own Slut Walk. So there's been Slut Walks going on all over the world.
With that particular title, Slut Walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It actually started in Toronto with two feminists. There was a woman that was raped on a college campus. She had went to the authorities and they said, well, you can't dress like a slut and expect guys to not want to touch you.
Either I'm remixing history or I remember or I knew that there were other Slut Walks.
Yeah, they're all over.
Wow. So even with that, if we don't know, there's such an introduction to probably some that wasn't on that radar when you became involved with it.
Yeah, I definitely had the biggest Slut Walk ever. Like, which is cool. And now they do it all over in all different college campuses now, all over, the United States and in Europe and stuff. So it's really cool.
All righty now. You were talking about getting a breast reduction. Was that something that you just said that day, or are you really thinking about that? And let me tell you real quick though, too, Amber.
Okay.
And my team is my witness. I didn't know that you had big breasts.
I downplayed them a lot. Oh, I tried to.
And the girls are like, no, she got, and I'm like, damn. I was like, okay, well, all right.
Yeah, I wear like a 36F. So like when people are like, damn, you got double D's, I'm like, double D's does not fit me. Like I can't shop at Victoria's Secret.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what do you do is there certain places you got to go to buy?
Yeah, my bras
tops?
are very expensive. And so now I'm actually coming out with a bra line for big bust women with Fashion Nova.
I love that because I have friends who also like they say the same thing like, oh, I wish I could go to that store because they have cuter this or different styles and they're like, these are the three that I can choose from because of my breast size, and it's like that sucks. Like,
so are you still thinking about that, or you just said, "F and I'm going to create the company"?
I'm gonna
like
do
I
that
figured
too.
it out, team.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that too. I want to wear like cute little shirts, and I want to be able to be able to like run. I can't really run that well. because my
You're not
chest.
missing nothing. You know, whatever you're doing is working. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, like.
I do like dance class and stuff, but usually I gotta like dance like this.
Let me tell you,
hold
and
them
you're
up.
probably gonna think I'm playing when I say this. I know your pain.
Yeah.
I was a man that had extremely large breasts. I don't know what size they were, but you know, Amber, I was over 500 pounds. My breast was banging. I could not find any place to go buy my brassieres either. You know what I'm saying? Brassieres,
Right.
show you my age.
Brassieres.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Brassieres. I sound like my mom. But yeah, so I kinda understand that, and I did get a breast reduction myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
So
what I'm saying?
yeah, so you know, like I mean, it's heavy and it hurts my fucking
right
back.
here.
Yeah, and then it gets like the indentation from like the bra. It's just horrible. But
So
I don't know.
will you get one?
I want to have another baby first. Like I want to have a baby first.
I know where my next questions
And
are
then-
going. Alrighty, so you want to have a baby first, huh?
Yeah, I do. Well,
And
I want to
then-
be able to breastfeed.
I got you.
It was so beautiful, like breastfeeding Sebastian. So I want to be able to breastfeed, and then maybe after that, I'll get
Now, the
next
little
one.
baby that you're breastfeeding, is the baby gonna have a little tattoo in the middle of his forehead?
A little rattle.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
It's gotta be. What are you talking about? Man, I
I
do
don't
want
know.
to ask, how did, and this is probably answered somewhere, but how did you and 21 Savage meet?
We actually well, we knew each other for a while.
Like in passing?
Yeah, we would like hang out and stuff, but nothing, intimate. Like I don't know. He was always shooting his shot with me.
Hello.
And I don't know. And then just one day, he just came over and we just hung out, and it was like really nice.
Like you
and-
saw him more as a person? You know how there's some people where
that's what happened. Like we had a really like deep conversation, and we realized that we literally had everything in common. So my birthday is October 21st. His birthday is October 22nd. Both of our sons are born the same year, same month. They're 19 days apart. We have very similar childhood, family. We like the same thing. We love documentaries. We love staying home and like snuggling, and he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke.
God damn it, that's me.
Neither do I.
Well, I'm married in beautiful situation, but everything you just damn.
Right.
Oh,
So we really just love the same things.
did you find yourself, Amber, a little resistant first? Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know how when you try to talk yourself out of something, like, nah, then you like, oh, okay, yeah, this is happening.
Well,
just
yeah,
gotta
when
give
he
in.
was initially like shooting his shot, I'm like, I'm 9 years older than you. What am I gonna do with you? You're so young. Like I can't go down that road. You're a rapper. Like not again. It's just a lot for me.
So you put up your own barricades and everything.
Yeah, but he won me over.
Yeah, hell yeah, he
He
did.
did
yes,
because
he did.
he spoils me with love, with attention, with diamonds.
Hello.
He loves me
You
so
notice
much.
the
and I
last
love
thing you
him.
name is further down the ingredients.
You
line.
know?
That's why she said diamonds was like she did the top real ones first.
No, but I mean that's just like that's superficial stuff. But like
Mm-hmm.
he really, he gives me his time, and that's like most important to me.
Did you
And we're
hold
literally
back?
inseparable. Like we're together every single day. We're like obsessed with each other.
Did you know, Amber? Did you know when we knew, like, or did y'all kind of hold it back?
Oh,
a
we
little
held
bit
it
first?
back. So like people think we've been together for like 2 days.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
But we've been together way longer than that. And it's just
Have y'all had a
beautiful.
Christmas together yet?
No.
Okay,
So
okay.
it hasn't been a full year yet, but
Okay.
it hasn't been a month.
Is that fun? Like being able to, or is it fun or hard to hide a relationship when you are in the public eye?
It's extremely hard because then it's like your dates consist of either going to his house or coming to my house. You can't just go to a restaurant because you're going to get photographed. And then, the one night that we did go out and get photographed, we were just like, fuck it, man. We're together. We love each
Right.
other. Let's just go eat, whatever. Like people are going to talk shit. It's all good. And he's just such a beautiful person. I'm really lucky to have him. He's awesome.
And he was up here doing the night show, and you could tell how much he enjoys you and the protection. You know what I'm saying? Because around your
Yeah.
queen, you put a ring of protection around your queen. And I caught exactly what he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
No, he don't play when it comes
I
to me.
love that.
Yeah.
I
he's
love that.
He's sweet with me and he's gentle with me, but he's He's crazy.
As he should be.
Yeah, he's crazy. And like when I did see the interview, because I wasn't in there, he was like, y'all not about to call her no bitches, no hoes, or I'm pulling up on everybody.
And I love
and
that.
he means it.
That's
and
dope.
I love it though. And it wasn't wolf tickets. It was like, he was just like, hey, you know, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
When it's
whoever
called
catch
like that too, you know it's like,
yeah, man. How does this relationship differ though? You know how when you say, okay, I feel different about this one.
I'll tell you. So, you know, me and Wiz got divorced. Well, we've been separated for 3 years. We're divorced now.
Let me ask you something real quick with
Sure.
that. Do you get people, like everybody has this couple. Oh, I wish that J-Lo was back with such and such. I wish. Do you have people that say you and Wiz Khalifa need to get back together?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
But
and then people want y'all to be, when they cause Natalia be like, oh, they're so cute together. And she probably said they need to get back together.
Oh, before I knew you were dating 21 Savage, because I was like, because look how like the ability for you guys to co-parent together and still respect each other and say, like, he would be somewhere and maybe say something really nice about you and vice versa. And I'd be like, gosh, it seems like they have so much love for each other.
I mean, yeah, you know, he's my family forever.
Yeah. But it was
before.
before.
Through Sebastian, of course. But I was saying, like, you know, the past 3 years, I dated some people here and there. And I'm a compassionate person. I care for people, but when me and 21 fell in love, it definitely was like, wow, this is like
It just
finally my time, like where I really found love again, you know?
Who said I love you first?
He did.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You
I don't
can
remember.
say it.
No, I feel like we were just laying in the bed and we just had a moment. Yeah.
Hey, dude, because I said I love you first to my wife. You know what I'm saying? And we were in the bed. It wasn't after a smash session. We were just laying on our
we were
stomachs
snuggling.
watching.
Yeah.
We were watching TV and some conversation. And it seemed like, Amber, when it came out my mouth, like I couldn't catch it. Not that I wanted to, no, I'm gangster. No. But when it came out, it was like, oh, man. But you know. When
It
you,
was like that risky text.
when
like,
you know,
Yeah.
though.
That's how I feel about him. Like, I feel like I see a future. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you just date people,
Yeah.
you're just like, yeah, we're having fun. It's cool, whatever. But with him, it's like, he took me home. I met his whole family. His mom is...
Are you married now?
I'm not married.
Okay, because I looked at your face. You dropped your hand down too. I'm looking for tans and all kind of things. Because you got a
This
Louis.
was like the
you.
promise watch.
Damn.
Cute.
Jesus Christ, he got a big ass promise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the ring gonna look like?
Right,
Good
exactly.
Lord.
Damn.
So you will get married, or you? Because I saw on TMZ where you was like, oh, if anybody, it'd be 21 Savage.
Yeah, if anybody, it would be 21 Savage.
I heard that.
For sure.
I'm coming.
Yeah, you know what? He just, people fail to realize that I'm a real hood bitch. Like, I really grew up in South Philly. I really grew up very poor. I lived in the projects, like, and so with him, it's like he brings me back home. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hell yeah.
like I go to Atlanta and like he just has me in like the hood, like the projects, and people are just like,
That's
just
dope.
smoking weed and drinking 40s, and I'm like, I feel like I'm home again.
I want that old thing back.
Yeah. Like, it's just, I kind of been out of that for so long. And so he just reminds me of home, and it just makes me feel like
Would
happy.
you have a big wedding, or would you do something more intimate?
I would do like me and him, also what we have in common is that we're obsessed with like horror and Halloween. Because we're both October babies. And like if you look at his tour, he wears like Jason masks, and he has Freddie and Jason tatted
You
on
ever
him.
pop in the bedroom with you with that shit on?
No, that'd be hot though. But I was like, I want to, I know we're a little crazy, but I was like, if, when we have the wedding and stuff like that, I want to do like something like super, like a horror,
Like a theme
Halloween.
too, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it
Would
be
you
sick.
have to get married in October, or you could do that as a summer wedding, or do you feel like it has to be
I think it would
in
have to be October. Yeah.
of
Like, 'cause
2017?
oh, stop.
No, I'm just asking.
I don't
This
even
is
have
an
a
interview.
ring. I don't even have a ring.
Not yet. Savage, come in. Can you imagine that?
Nah, I mean, but October is like a big month. It's like our birthday,
Yeah,
and then
man.
it's Slut Walk. It's Halloween, our favorite holiday. So why not
It's probably gonna be this year. We got to put this together.
put a little bug in his ear, man?
Everybody get y'all notes
Speak into
together. We
existence.
got
Gotcha.
to. I know it sounds quick, but we can pull this off. We all come together as a team.
It's really a beautiful thing when you really just want to, like, just do everything for that person. You know, like he's just moving into a new house and I'm like, I just want to come there and get you towels and like set up and go shopping and like, you know, just make sure his house is together when he's done with his shows and then he can come home, everything's set up, his kids are there. I'm gonna bring my son there.
Do your guys' kids play together?
Not yet.
Okay.
I haven't brought my son to Atlanta yet.
Oh, okay.
But they will. You know, they're the same age, and he has 3 kids altogether, and I have 1.
Do you purposely take your time before you introduce Sebastian to someone, or
Nope. I'll do it the first day.
Is it because you like want to know?
No, because my son will be like, I don't like him.
I heard that,
and I'll be like,
what if
bye.
you say that about 21 Savage?
He wouldn't.
Mama, get him away.
I mean, I can't like speak for like past tense because he already met my son and my son, he, you know, really enjoys spending time with him. But I don't know how, you know, my son would have said that in the beginning. Right. Maybe we wouldn't be here.
Okay, so he has met him, just for clarity.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, he met my son.
Because if he would have been like, not him, I would have been like, baby, we got to take a pass on this.
Right.
You don't know what you're talking about.
But people always say like, you know, like how you going to introduce your son and blah, blah, blah. But my son is my best friend.
Right.
Right. So if I'm interested in someone, right, it's not like I'm making out with this guy in front of my kid. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, this is mommy's friend, you know, Shea. And he's like, oh, hey. And then I see how they interact. And then I can be like, okay, like I'm either really fucking with him or not.
Has there ever been any energy where you saw something that was like, okay, well, you know, I can't?
With 21?
Just with Bash, like not being cool with any or someone where you're like, uh-oh.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't really have, like the guys that I've dated, I never really brought them around my son because I didn't really take them that seriously.
I hear you.
But with him, they instantly start playing with the fidgets together and like, you know, running around the tennis court and just, you know, just having a blast together.
Go ahead now. Running around the tennis court. Y'all caught that? She just threw that out there like it wasn't nothing. You know, like, we're sitting in the theater watching movies. You know how it is.
We were on the yacht and then
we was on the boat. We jumped off the boat.
But I'll be honest, you know, my son is so loving. He's such a loving little boy.
He's growing too, man.
You know, he is the tallest kid in his class. He is literally like a full head taller than everybody. Because, you know, Wiz is 6'4".
Yeah, I know. I hate
I'm
it.
5'9".
Jeez. Oh, yeah.
You know, and I'm like 6'1" with heels on. So, you know, my baby, he's big. So he's 4 years old. But when I hold him, his legs are all the way down past my
dangling.
knee. He's dragging. So he's like, mommy, pick me up. And people are like, that boy is too damn big. I'm like, he is 4 years old.
And
he's my baby. I'm going to hold him until I can't hold him anymore.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Even with my son now, my son's 10 and he's tall. You know, I always tell him, I say, man, because if I do like this to him, he know what that means. And I just look at him and go, because I used to literally take him and put his head here and his whole body used to be like this and I would kiss him. And now all I got to do is go like this. And he's like, oh, Dad, you know what I'm saying? Or I tell him, I say, come and lay right here. And he all long and things now. So he'll put his head here and we on the couch. And just, yeah, it doesn't work as good.
Amber, to kind of go back to like assault and victim shaming, did you follow any of the Taylor Swift story where the guy had grabbed her butt and stuff like that? And did you see people victim shaming her?
I did see bits and pieces of that. And it's unfortunate. You know, what happens is that they feel like we ask for it because, you know, if we dance sexy or we have on short shorts or, you know, or not, you know, there's women, you know, Muslim women that are fully covered that get raped and assaulted constantly. So it's really not about what we wear. And that's circling back to Slut Walk. That's why we dress slutty because it really doesn't matter what you have on. It's not an invitation for you to come and touch us inappropriately without consent.
Thank you.
You know, and so it's unfortunate, but you know, because she has a platform, she can bring more awareness to it as well.
And we did a full show last week on it. Just about, it wasn't about money because she only sued for $1. It was about, you know, being in a position and speaking for so many. You know what I'm saying? And to see her actually win that. It's got to be empowering, not just for the ladies, but I'm a dad. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I got kids. My mom was the most beautiful, influential person. I got beautiful sisters. So I have always been that protector.
Right.
And just to see her get that off, you're like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, the
Especially
dude was a piece of work, too, though.
And being in an
and
industry.
she had a picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And being in an industry that is very male dominated, like I know what that feels like. And I've been so blessed to work with men who respect women as much as they do and actually see females as empowering beings and not just like as like, oh, you're just
Hold on, shut up. Let me ask her a question. No, but I thank you for that.
No,
But
Thank you for that.
I'm very lucky that I've never been in a position where I've had to say like that guy. Like I've seen it here and there, but it's never been geared towards me. And I'm very lucky for that. But I'm also like, I want other females to know who are coming up, like, you don't have to stay quiet if someone makes you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to be felt a certain way because you're a woman and like your boss is a man and like taking advantage of you. Like, I'm just like glad that like people like you are being able to spread that education and like also educate other men, because there are guys out there that have this very small-minded attitude of, oh, well, if she is dressed like that, I can say and do whatever I want. No, you can't.
Right. I mean, we have a lot of guys that show up to Slut Walk. Like,
I know.
Straight guys. And they walk on behalf of their daughters and their moms and their sisters. And, you know, we opened it up to the LGBT community last year because there's so many gay men and transgender, male to female, female to male, that get raped and victimized constantly. They don't even go to the authorities because the authorities look at them as a promiscuous group of people anyway. And so the misconception is that, let's say you have an orgy, right? A full-on orgy yesterday, last night, and then today somebody comes in and rapes you, and you literally had sex with them the night before. It doesn't mean that it's not rape.
Yeah.
One day is consent, the next day is not. You're always able to say no. And the gay community really deals with that a lot. So we had a lot of people.
And you'll see a lot of times too, Amber, where the victim is put on trial.
Yes.
You know, like, well, what were you wearing? Where were you at? You had too many drinks and so on and so forth. So the victim is pretty much put on. It's almost like you got to prove your innocence.
Well, like, what's her name? Quintasia?
Oh, for the situation with Usher, yeah.
Her name's Quintasia, right?
I believe so.
I think so. Well, she just put up that she wanted to be
Quantasia, I think, if I'm mistaken.
Quantasia. She wanted to be a part of the Slut Walk. She just put it up on her social media, and then like, you know, like Shade Room and Baller Alert put it up and stuff like that, and people were just like, I don't even want to repeat what they were saying about this girl, but they were basically fat shaming her, body shaming her, calling her a slut. How you gonna sleep with somebody that you didn't even know like that, and blah 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 blah. Insinuating that she's lying, which she could be. I believe that her and Usher.
That was kind of your response of, like.
Well, my whole thing is like, that's not what I do. Either she's lying or not. That's none of my business. The fact of the matter is that I have a slut walk for people that have been body shamed, fat shamed, and slut shamed. I would love for her to come and walk in my slut walk. If she wants to come on stage and tell her story, she's more than welcome to do that as well. Only 2 people know the truth. And there's nobody that's commenting on the Shade Room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all don't know the truth. So y'all can sit there and talk shit about it. I don't know the truth. I'm not saying that she's lying or she's telling the truth or whatever the case may be. But the fact of the matter is that because she's a big girl, people felt like there was no possible way that Usher would ever sleep with her. And that's complete bullshit.
Amber, how's you and Blac Chyna's relationship?
Good. I was just with her last night.
Oh, nobody calls me anymore.
Our agent, we have the same agent, and it was his birthday last night, so we hung out last night.
When we woke up in that July morning, only reason why I know is because I was on vacation, and that hit everywhere when Rob went on social media. Now, granted, I don't follow Rob and I don't follow Chyna, so it hit my radar, and I was like, man,
follow Chyna. She's
really?
Awesome. Yeah,
man, I don't know.
You should.
I don't follow a lot of people.
Give her a chance. You should follow her.
Okay.
You
know, yeah. and like, even like, you know, a lot of the spots that people follow, I just don't follow it. You know what I'm saying?
The thing that people don't know about Chyna is that she's extremely shy. And she's a lover. She's a real lover, and she's, you know, she longs for love like I long for love. And
is she misunderstood, you feel?
She's 100% misunderstood. And you know, it's not easy for us. We have this fame that was kind of like given to us, maybe in a way where we didn't quite deserve it as far as like how other people look at us, but we have it and we're trying to do the best that we can with it. But Chyna's like a very loving person. She's a sweetheart. She's extremely shy. That's why I'm like always talking for her all the time, you know? And she wants love just like anybody else. And I said this in another interview, you know, Chyna did not use Rob. She's not a user. She's not a fucked up person. She actually really loves him. If you look back how she tried to get him to lose weight, you know, had him on a really, you know, healthy regimen and like vitamins and eating healthy and stuff like that. Sometimes things don't work out and she opted to leave. And she took the initiative to leave because it was better for her life and for her kid's life. And, you know, it's just fucked up that, you know, Rob can just put all this stuff out there and everyone's like, Chyna, you're a fucked up person. It's like, she just stayed quiet after that because she's just like, you know what? I'm not going to put my kids through this. But she's a good girl, man. She's awesome. And
when
I'm
you
happy.
saw that morning, did you think that Rob Kardashian, that he overdid it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, he put out like a picture of her vagina. Like that's fucked up. You don't do that to anyone.
Yeah.
You know, that's an extreme invasion of privacy. And you know, she obviously sent that to him because that was her man. You know what I'm saying? And it was really, really fucked up. I was really disappointed in Rob because, you know, Rob's a good guy too. I've been around Rob. He's a sweetheart, but you know, sometimes things just don't work out and you just have to be civil.
What kind of advice have you given her since then when it comes to moving past a relationship, but then also having to co-parent with someone as well when you are going through a sticky situation like this?
I believe that every like relationship is different. I mean, with me and Wiz, like we were married and we were like very much in love with each other at one point in time. And like, you know, we love our son so much that it just came easy for us. Like, you know what? We're not going to be together. You're happy over there. I'm happy over here. But we love our son so much that we want to make it so easy for him because we both grew up in broken homes. Both of our parents are divorced. So we didn't want to make the same mistakes that our parents made with us. But every situation is different. Yeah. You know, I don't really know what to say to her at this moment.
Does she seek that advice from you?
She does. You know, this is why they call me mother.
Go ahead now.
Because, you know, I'm very maternal. I'm motherly to everyone. I was the one as a teenager was like, make sure, you know, you wear your seatbelt, you know, and they'd be like, all right, mother, you know, and that's how I got my nickname. But yeah, she definitely she values my opinion for sure.
Let me take a page from Trump, and I know this sounds crazy, but you don't think that it was craziness on both sides, as Trump would say, on both sides, sides? You don't think that, like, on both sides that it was, like, crazy? Now, I don't know if her and Rob were still together and the dude was in the house and, man, just on the surface. Like, but, like, it just seemed unhealthy on both sides.
I think you can only get picked on so much. Like, just because you see it on the internet doesn't mean that things weren't happening behind the scenes. So you know, as a person, as a human being, you can only deal with so much. And then it goes on the internet, you know, after that, after dealing with
you didn't see
prior.
the boil, you just saw the kind of the whistle. You hear the whistle.
Exactly. So the whistle came out and then it's, you know, all of a sudden it's just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like, I'm going to go ham too because I feel like being petty. I'm allowed to be petty as well. And I think that's what happened between the both of them. They just had resentment at that point. And they just, you know, they just couldn't deal with that shit anymore.
Amber, can you answer some questions now? Jesus Christ.
What?
Right. It ain't been nothing that we thrown in this, you know. Can you open up a little bit?
Media training.
I'm looking for a little advice. Okay, so I saw that you and 21, you guys went to this strip club and you are so confident when you're there, knowing that there are, you know, other females there dancing and having a good time and your man's there too. What advice can you give me to make me more comfortable to want to be able to go to the strip club with my man?
Has he asked you?
No, he hasn't asked me, and I haven't suggested it. But I feel like at some point it may come up or it may happen or something.
It seemed fun.
Yeah, like, but I still like, I'm so like, I get so like, don't look. No, you're mine. Don't touch him. Ugh. Like I get like, I'm not possessive.
It sounds like you are,
but I do have a little bit of like that in me.
Definition then.
Like I remember one time we were at a restaurant and a waitress looked at him like, and I like as she came back, I was like,
oh no!
Like I'm that girl. This is mine. Like I'm that girl.
Amber, please, I'm gonna back up. I'm over here, Amber. Go ahead. Please.
So I am a former stripper, and so I
wish I was in Philly back in those days. Go ahead.
I would say proper stripper etiquette would be we usually always tend to the woman first, so the woman can feel more comfortable in like a couple situation. But I would say that you pick out a girl,
okay,
and then have her dance for the both of you, or have her just dance for you, or have you just have her just dance for him while you throw money on her.
Okay.
Now, if he's enjoying it, do you get mad later or?
No, I hope so. I hope I wouldn't if I'm there.
Well, just know that strippers are there to entertain you.
Yeah.
They're not there for any other reason. It's a job.
Yeah.
Right. And 9 times out of 9, you're not like, oh, I want to knock
they
him
ain't
from
dealing
her.
with you.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
and that's another thing with the misconception about strippers, that strippers are not prostitutes. Strippers are not porn stars. They're all different jobs.
Yeah.
So if you go to a strip club, you're dealing with a stripper. They're going to dance for you. You're going to have a good time. They're going to make their money. They're going to say thank you, and they're going to go home and pay their bills.
Yeah. So that's why I took pole dancing lessons for a year so that I could dance for my
Go
money.
ahead.
And I did.
All
And I did.
Do you
So,
dance for 21 Savage?
I haven't yet.
Do you miss, as crazy as it sounds, but do you miss that?
Yes, every day.
What do you miss about stripping?
I miss the money falling on my body. I miss the smell of the strip club. I miss getting ready. I miss the hair and the swinging around the pole. I miss the chase of how much am I gonna make tonight? All the money flying everywhere. I miss it every fucking day. It was the best time of my life.
I love your answer, man.
It was the best time of my life.
You just explained that very, very well.
Thank you.
So at your crib, we're gonna have to find out this smell.
Right.
We're gonna have to go get all the money, and you can just do that at the crib. But that man, you explained that better than what I thought.
Oh my God, it was the best time of my
You never
fucking
thought
life.
about popping back in one night for a private for just like for you and some people's or
I should do that. I would like to go back to Sue's.
you could dance well, huh?
I mean, I like to think I was the most popular girl.
Go ahead. How long did
But
you
no.
dance, Amber?
Oh, a few years, quite a few years. But yes,
was there something that you hated about it though? Like, sometimes
Nothing,
something would get
bitch.
stuck on the
Nothing.
pole. Like never the bruises on the pole.
Nope. I loved every second. I loved all the little outfits. I love when they glow in the dark. I love, I love the reaction from the men when I get on stage, and it was just like, oh my God, she's so fucking beautiful. And it's just, everybody loves that initial reaction that they can get from someone. And I got that every single night.
That's crazy.
And it was just
it's
so
almost
fun.
like a high, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And I don't have no sob stories about it. Everyone was so respectful. All the girls were my friends. And, we would go out after. And
So you enjoyed it too. You know how to.
It was the best time of my fucking life. I miss it every single day. That's why I go to the strip club. When I put it on my IG story, I was like, he loves strippers as much as I do. I love the strip club.
that.
Do you go to a strip club now and do you looking like, man, I could kill her and
Yeah.
she ain't even doing that right.
Girl.
But when you
the
walk in, is it like all hail the queen too? Like when you walk in?
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
respect me. They definitely respect me because I run into a lot of girls that are still dancing that I used to work with. And we were really good friends at the time. So when I go and I'm with a bunch of the homies and shit, I'm like, yo, spend money on her.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I look out for my girls that I used to work with. Or I'll, damn, I haven't been back to Sue's in a long time. But the last time I went, we paid for colleges.
Really though? And is that where you danced at? Was it called Sue's? Or?
I danced at Sue's Rendezvous in Mount Vernon, right by the Bronx. And it was just oh my God, it was so much fun.
Did you ever try to hold on to both? What? I don't know what got you away from the strip club, because even when I started here,
what got me away from the strip club?
But okay, now if it was
Homeboy, first.
Oh, okay,
one.
so that
he
guy
didn't meet me. Yeah, he didn't meet me there. He didn't even know that I was a dancer. I flew out to do his video anyway. But I never went back. I moved to LA after that, and we were together for 2 years.
See, that's what my question was. Were you know how sometimes you're
Dipping
on this
and dabbing.
seesaw, man, because even when I started radio before, I was a bodyguard. And I tried to do both because I enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it just got to a point where I was like, oh, I can't do it. So I was wondering if it was one of those things bye boo, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
I would say I would say the whole time I was like kind of in that relationship, I wanted to go back to the strip club.
Really though?
I missed it. I missed my friends. I missed making my own money. Shit, at Sue's, I was probably making $200,000 in cash a
Jesus
year.
Christ.
Like I was.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like.
Man, hold on, you
Get
guys.
it.
Like,
No, it
let's
was
finish
a
the
lot.
show. Everybody trying to quit. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but I
Like,
feel like all the
My
girls
leg
were,
kicks.
because every girl that worked at Sue's was just so beautiful and so sweet, and like, it was just like I was, in my early 20s. I had a bunch of friends, a bunch of fucking cash money, and like
man.
it was just no.
I wasn't
no
even there, and I'm
kid.
happy for you.
I didn't, and I was still living in the projects in the Bronx, but it was like I had a dope little project apartment and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was just like I had my money in my shoebox under the bed, and it was just cool. Like it was dope.
And did you ever think like when you were with, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I could just leave this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to get down. Like,
Well, by the time I really wanted to leave, it was almost too late for me to go back to the strip club. I was too famous at the time.
you ever thought about like opening up your own?
Yes. Yeah. I'm actually in a lawsuit for like
Damn.
some like, I don't know. I got really bad advice and people lied to me. Yeah, people lied to me and said that I had something that I didn't have, and like, but like everything's getting worked out. It was like had to do with a strip club, but I'm definitely getting away from that and moving on to something.
Does that happen a
maybe
lot?
in Vegas?
Hello. Does that happen a lot where you feel like the bigger you are, the more of a target you become for so many different things?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, the thing of it is, I feel like people they just think I'm a horrible person for some reason. I don't know. And I'm really like not that girl. I don't know. I just don't like, like even when Philly, I did an interview on Drink Champs. And I was talking about like society standards of beauty and like what people find more beautiful than I don't know, like all
and
the
they try to whoop
bullshit.
your ass for that one.
Yeah, and I was just like, man, I've never said anyone was ugly. I would never call anyone ugly. And I wasn't saying that, you're not beautiful. I was saying what society thinks is beautiful. I think you're beautiful. Shit, I wanted to be y'all, but y'all wanted to be me. And I didn't even realize that until I got older. And I look back and I was just like, I was very different. And people treated me different. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't think I was the shit. I didn't think I was really, beautiful. Boys really didn't like me that much. Like back in the day when I was, young, really young, growing up in Philly, I was really smart and nerdy and kind of corny and like, but yeah, it just came off. I guess it came off the wrong way. Mind you, the interview was like 2 months old. And I feel like my city never really supported me anyway. And someone like went and grabbed that clip and like put it on the radio in Philly, just so they can probably hate me more.
Have you been back to Philly since?
I don't go to Philly often anyway, but no, I haven't been back.
Do you get a welcome in Philly, or do you get where you feel like, oh, they're not really feeling me here?
Well, I'll tell you when I first kind of went back to Philly, like, I don't know, after I got on, I was listening to the radio station. I was just like, I want to feel like I'm back home again, and listening to, the DJs and stuff. And they had like a whole hour of like people calling in and just talking shit about me.
Wow.
Like,
did they know you were in
Philly.
town too?
They did not know I was in town.
So you just popped in, listen.
Wow.
And I was just listening. I'm like, God damn, this is my own fucking city. Like, I really put on for my city. And they hate me. And then I would hear like my friends that didn't even know I was there, because I went to go see like my poppy. And they would call in and be like, y'all don't even know Amber. I can't believe y'all doing this shit. I grew up with her. She's an amazing person, blah, 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 blah. And then other people would be like, that I don't know, would just talk mad shit about me. And I'm just like, how could this be like my own city that's just fucking hating on me so bad? So I feel like they saw that clip and they were like, okay, we're going to want to hate on her more. And then it was like all over the internet. They're like, Amber said everyone in Philly is ugly. I literally never said that. Like I've never ever said those words. And my whole fucking family's in Philly.
Do you feel like sometimes you watch what you say more so now, or you just like,
I mean,
not that you don't care, but it's like damn, like, do you have to
Well,
always mental edit?
I'm not a fucked up person. So I'm never going to say something that's just fucked up. People may take it that way, but, you know, I definitely didn't. I don't know. I just would never just call somebody ugly. It's just not really who I am as a person. But they wanted to, you know, fuck with me and shit, but I feel like they never really fuck with me anyway. So.
What's the biggest rumor or lie that you heard about yourself, Amber?
Big boy.
Where you were like,
I have been associated with so many men. It is ridiculous. Like, literally, it would be like, we're in the same restaurant, never met this guy before. I'm with my friends. This guy's over here. You know, the next day on the internet, Amber and so were like hugged up at a restaurant. I'm like, I don't even fucking know him. And so the list went on and on and on and on and on throughout the years. And like, literally, you guys know who I date because I'm out with the people that I date.
Right, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? If I ain't out with you and I ain't fucking with you and I ain't holding your hands, I never mess with you anyway. You know what I mean? And so that became very frustrating because then, you know, I would try to date people and they're like, oh, but you dated this person, that person, that person, that person, that person. And I'm like, I didn't date none of those people. I never kissed none of those people. I never hugged them in a romantic way. It would get so annoying after a point because I was getting slut shamed for things that I never even did.
Big Boy's Neighborhood, Amber Rose, thank you for coming into the neighborhood and hanging out with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure, man. Remember, the Amber Rose weekend is going down September 30th through October 1st. And there's the conference that's going on, the Slut Walk that's going on. If you need more information to register or see what's up with the conference, you can always hit AmberRoseSlutWalk.com.
And tickets are free.
Hello.
Yeah, so put in the promo code Thank You Reebok, and you'll get free tickets.
Promo code Thank You Reebok.
And donate if you can.
Hello. We're going to go ahead. It's AmberRoseSlutWalk.com. AmberRoseSlutWalk.com. And what's the keyword? What's the code word?
Thank You Reebok.
Thank You Reebok. And you looking for donations, and you're going to take care of organizations that probably wouldn't have this much of a shine on them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have counselors there for rape victims. We have HIV and AIDS testing, AIDS Healthcare Foundation.
Nobody swings the camera that way, though.
They don't.
Nobody want
to.
Yeah, no one want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So great luck to you, my love.
Thank
and I
you
think
so
this
much.
would be my first year where I don't have anything on my calendar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if my October 1st is open on everything, I'm coming out.
You promise.
I promise.
You are going to make my life
promise,
if I see you
man.
there.
I promise.
Gotta get that outfit ready.
What, mine?
Pasties, little
Ooh,
fishnet.
I've had some surgery on my body too.
That's
They should be
right.
shaming me though.
Yes.
There it is.
No shaming at Slut Walk.
You know what? Fuck this.
Right.
It's liberating. I'm gonna come out and do my soggies and everything that day.
That's right.
Oh my God. Oh, to hear nobody shame me.
It's a safe
Hold
place.
on, she just body shamed me back there. When I shook my soggy, she was like, "Oh,
Oh, damn.
like partner, put your jacket back on." She was like, "Put your jacket back on."
No,
big
it's
homie.
a real safe place
Yes.
for everyone to come.
I'm about to test how
and
safe it is.
Do it.
Test how safe
we're
it
out
is.
there, bro.
All right. So I'm coming
I
out
love
there.
you guys.
I love
Yes.
you. Amber Rose in the neighborhood, Big Boy's
Big Boy.
Neighborhood.